Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? More with this beautiful sacred spirit cards. I love this. Yesterday I got to go for a walk out in nature, and this deer always reminds me of the nature center. There's always deer prints in there. There's always magical moments. I meet animals, people. I have these instances where it's like any emotional backlog or heaviness just disappears. The island is also surrounded by water, so if you walk down one path, you're just greeted with this phenomenal ducks and geese across the water moment that is just so soothing and so wonderful. Not to mention just the smell of pine, and it's just absolute heaven there. And I feel like that's part of most people's spiritual evolution. I just started watching this show with, I know his name, something Levy. He's on that hit show, Up Schitt's Creek, and I think it's Dan Levy. And he's traveling all over the world and meeting all these people. And he went to Finland, and he was saying how the Finnish people are, kind of cordoned off to be some of the happiest people, the most content people. And they were sitting around the fire, and he was asking them, what makes you think you're so content? And this Finnish fellow said the most wonderful thing. He said, well, I feel like in cities, people are chasing numbers. They're chasing money. They're chasing high numbers so they can pay rent and have a beautiful house and just have things and things and things. We're here. We're chasing our reindeer, our children, our dogs, and our dreams. And he said, and our three most important things here are family and nature and animals. And it makes us happy. It's the simple things, and people forget that. And they showed them on dog sleds. They showed them with their huskies. They showed them with reindeer. They showed them floating on an open lake in these red suits, just looking at the sky. They showed them, and one of the most touching things that I thought was so wonderful. And he even said, I'm starting to feel what they're talking about. He was in this little house, and then all of a sudden the northern lights cross the sky. And he's like, it's inescapable beauty, obviously, the forests and all the water and everything. But I thought, isn't that beautiful? It really is. And then I thought to myself, some of the most important things is definitely, I grouped them as like family and friends, nature and animals, and then sort of creativity and spirituality, which are wrapped in, and it creates this endless cosmos to be able to grow and understand. But if you have those things, your life is full. It's like, I don't understand how anybody puts things, material things, at the forefront of everything. Money can be encapsulated in abundance, right? Which comes from creativity and spirituality and other things of that nature. But it was just the whole spectrum and the whole outlay of the land was just, I felt like it was just filled with oxygen and fresh air. And they just had a little drill. They carved out a little fishing hole, and they were pulling fish out, and they cooked the fish that evening. It was just amazing. Yeah, I think it was something about Dan Levy travels something, but just to see the landscapes, I felt like I was healthier. I felt like I was breathing fresh air. It was gorgeous. So in our spiritual evolution, set your heart free, identify what's important to you, and simplify and just pay attention to those things. Who cares what anyone is posting or saying or winning at? It's like, if you are having a wonderful day in with your cats and dogs and family, and you're able to go for a little walk and inhabit nature for a while, that's what's special. And I love this lead the way. Let your own path. When we pay attention to our own growth and our own heart and what is going to grow our mindset, that's what matters. That's what really makes us flourish. And this Kundalini rising is igniting your passion for life. I asked myself today, what do I want to do? I was like, do not get on that carousel of just doing something small and local or whatever. It was like, if you want to get on a train and go to New York today, you want to get on a train and head towards some of your favorite fabric and beading shop, you have the freedom. You have the freedom. Follow that passion. Last night I started making jewelry, and I made some really cool and fun, like I started watching Silo. So it's like base metals and pyrite and turquoise, but it has this kind of really earthy, futuristic vibe. And that was so fulfilling, that creativity. And that is a passion. So identify, or even beginning a new one, something wondrous, whether it's calligraphy, playing the piano, learning guitar, something that ignites a passion within your creative realm. So you have that well-rounded aspect of friends and family and nature and animals and creativity and spirituality. And when you have that, you are abundant. You are fueled with riches, because that knows nowhere but up, right? Nowhere but up and out into expansive thinking. And I love the artwork in this too. When our fire is lit for our passions, we become different people. Our vibration is increased in a really magnificent way. And I feel with this new moon coming in, we can start to set intentions. We can start to carve out that path for these meaningful existences and moments, and really identify what's important and stay on that path. It's like we just get misdirected, and we just get diverted from the simple and true things, all these weird distractions that don't matter. Like, who cares who bought what and where and what the Joneses are doing? If we are content within our own lives, that's when we really thrive. So my beauties, that is what you're meant to hear today. I hope you all have a great day. Love and light.